Morning Sunday lovers. Good morning to everyone joining in for Sunday Morning Live, meditation and empowerment with me and Bailey in the background. A way for you guys to jump up online. Here we go. Good morning to Adventure Grandma. Loving your ZF Tuesday dances and your daughters too. So thank you for bringing them on board. To Amy's tribe. Hello gang. G'day Megan, to Native Jules. Awesome to have you all here and thanks for joining me. To any of you mamas out there or stepmamas out there or mothers to be, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a beautiful day with your family and the people that you love. So as you may know, or if you're joining me here for the first time, every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Australia Eastern Sydney Standard Time. Oh no, Australia Eastern Standard Time. I was wondering what AEST stood for. I jump on live on Facebook and Instagram unless I'm super unwell. And I bring you a new theme and a topic to reflect on and to consider, and we do that through the means of meditation. And what I want to bring to you today is the theme of opening up your heart to the people around you, opening up your heart to yourself and even to the world. Because I for sure know how easy it is to hold grudges against other people. You know, it's easy to see people in their shit. It's easy to see people through, the lens of they're like this and they're like that. Or it's easy to see the world as a fucked up place. And it's also very easy to see yourself as not worthy or not good enough or, comparing yourself to other people. And when we're doing that, we're seeing ourselves, others, or the world through the eyes of our ego, our limited perspective. And so when we see ourselves through that perspective, we see ourselves as, a waste of space. What the fuck is my purpose or why am I even here? I'm not good for anything. I couldn't even stick to my diet. I couldn't even make that last relationship work. I couldn't even lose the weight that I said that I wanted to. I couldn't even get, the job promotion that I really wanted. I'm good for nothing. I'm just a loser. Why am I even here? Why should I be here? I don't deserve to be here. And I know that there's a lot of you out there who have felt this, and I have too. And I still can. I can still have those thoughts about myself. And I know a lot of you get surprised at that, but I have an ego too, and it's pretty nasty. And when you see others through the perspective, the limited perspective, the wounded perspective of your ego, you see others as untrustworthy or pathetic, or they're fucked up, or they're mean, or they're rude, or they're lazy, or I don't care about them. And you know what? From that perspective, of course, that's reality, because when what you see through a certain lens becomes your reality if you keep fucking going and looking back there. And it's no different to the world, where from our egoic, limited perspective, we look out in the world and we're like, this place is fucked up. It is messy, it is dark, the people out there are bad, I can't trust the world's unfair, the world's unsafe, the world's unjust. And all this leads us to locking off our hearts and being completely jaded, cynical, pessimistic. And what's that going to do? That's just going to create another person in the world who doesn't love themselves, who doesn't see another person, who doesn't even see another person, let alone treat them with kindness and care and respect. And also sees the world as an unsafe place, like, well, fuck it, let's just trash the joint. I don't care. The world doesn't care about me, so why should I care about it? What good mentality is that coming in, to living your life? And that's only one perspective that you've got. It's not the only one, but it's the one you tend to look through. The wounded, the limited, the jaded perspective. And I'm going to ask us this morning to shift this, to salvage the relationship that you have or don't have with yourself, to salvage yourself from just hurting yourself more and more with the hopelessness talk, with the you're a piece of shit talk, to salvage your relationships or to create new ones. And to salvage this world, because if we all shift our perspective, the people here, the people who are in my tribe, the people who are in my coaching programs, the people who come and train with me, if all of you do this and know that you have one perspective that's the default perspective to go to, but knowing that you can shift it, which is the power within you, that you can shift, that you can adapt, that you can transform into a perspective of seeing yourself, others, and the world through your perspective of greatness. Because there isn't just one lens to look at yourself, others, and the world through. There's another. And that's looking at everything through the eyes of your superconscious, your higher self. And you've got access to that. That's on tap to you. But you fuckers have forgotten, and you forget. You forget every day. You remember in these Sunday morning meds, and then next minute something happens and you're like, wounded perspective. I'm going to see that person through. I hate them. They're an asshole. They're always out to get me. They judge me. They're like this and they're like that. And then bam, you're back in the wounded perspective. And you've locked and jaded your heart again. And that's your choice. The tough pill to swallow, that's your choice to go down that path. And so here this morning, through the practice of meditation, we are choosing to shift that, to shift the shit perspective on yourself, others, and the world. To open up your heart, because you have a beautiful heart. You have a caring heart, a loving heart. Yes, it's been wounded. Yes, it's been hurt. But so the fuck what? You know, there are so many people out there acting out of wounded hearts, treating people, themselves, and the world like shit. Do you want to be one of them? Do you want to be one of those people that just disregards another human being, that disregards how incredible you are? Because if you do, fucking get offline now. But if you don't, then stay with me for this meditation. And make the choice to shift, because you can. That is the power that you've got over any species on this planet. You can shift your perspective right here, right now. I do this on a daily, nearly daily basis when I have my stepchildren here, because I have to. My egoic perspective will happily see them through my wounded eyes. And that's a choice. And so let's take this now into meditation so you can make this a personal experience for yourself. Closing down your eyes if you're able to. And if usually right now is when you switch off because you can't be fucked doing the meditation, I call you to stay. I call you on your shit and I invite you to stay. Close down your eyes. And just start taking in some nice, conscious, deep breaths in and out. Nice deep breaths in and out. And just softening the muscles around your face. softening the muscles in your jaw. And just taking a moment here to be quiet, to be silent. And just enjoying this moment of connecting in to yourself. And I want you to now put your focus and attention onto the center of your chest. And if it helps to put your hand or hands over your heart, then please feel free to do so. And I want you to imagine a circle in your mind. And inside that circle is you, 100% in your greatness, in your potential. And just get a sense of your nature, your essence, your energy. When you are 100% in your greatness. And now I want you to see a second circle. And inside of there is a person who has been frustrating you or who has upset you. I want you to see them inside that circle now, in their 100% greatness. And just getting a sense of their essence in their greatness. Of their energy, of who they really are. And just letting your heart open up to you in your greatness. That difficult person in their greatness. And now just see one final circle. And inside of there is the world, our home, in its full potential. And just get a sense, a snapshot of the world in its greatness, its essence, its energy, its vibe. And just let your heart feel that. And this is the shift. The shift in perspective that each and every one of us is capable of doing. And it's when we see ourselves, others, and the world in its greatness, we then ask ourselves, what can I do? How do I act? How do I be to bring this all to life? What can I do to bring me in my greatness to life? What can I do to bring out this person's greatness? And what can I contribute to the world to see it flourish? That's the question, the questions that I leave with you today. If you haven't already, you're welcome to open up your eyes. The final step in anything coming into reality, anything actually changing your reality, is by taking action. But first you go inward. When life seems tough, when you hate yourself, when you hate another, when you hate the world, you now have a tool to see yourself, others, and the world in its greatness, and then asking yourself, what can I do today? Not tomorrow, not in a fucking week, today. And if you all did this and got over your ego and its stories and its beliefs, then your potential has a chance. Your relationships have a real shot. And this world can be the place that we want it to be. Open your hearts up to this, gang. We don't need any more closed hearts in this world. It's time we lead and take self-responsibility for our own lives and the outcome of this place that we call home. I love you all. Have a nice day. Peace be with you.